Good morning. We're back in the world of Middle Earth, and we're going to talk to this fine fellow, Tarogathir, who, well, he needs some help. And, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you like this one, well, I have several others you might like. And if you like them, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon for all notifications, because YouTube doesn't really promote little bitty channels. So, let's get started.
What can I do for you?
So, after dealing with every other problem they could find first, they finally send help to me. Better late than never, I suppose. Alright, so which cloak do we want? We want... Oh, I mean, none of the cloaks are really better than what I have right now, but... Yeah. We have a minstrel's cloak and we have a counselor's cape. We're gonna go with the counselor's cape, maybe. Or we're gonna go with the scholar. No, we're going to go with the counselor's cape. It sounds nice. I don't think it's part of a set or anything. Nope, it's not part of a set like that is. Okay. Alright. He needs us to help him.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hold, friend. Are you passing into Evendom? I would have you deliver a message to Calenglad, a friend of mine, and true. The fighting on the fields of Fornos continues, but we are holding our own. Tell Calenglad he needs not spare any rangers to come to my aid. And yet he was just complaining that he was finally getting help. Calenglad is in charge of the ranger camp on the island of Tenendir, 4 to the west along the road that passes through Barthadwell, and beyond the crossroads of Canadiac. The rangers of the north have an encampment on Tenendir just off the eastern shore of Lake Ninwial. Tomb robbers and other unsavory men plague the shores of Evendom, and I would have Calenglad dedicate his forces to combating them, rather than inviting his forces and preparing less effective defenses. Go now, and good fortune go with you into Evendom. Okay, so that is to talk to Calenglad. We'll remove that for the moment, because he has another quest.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Osthern is an ancient fortress made to watch the pass between North Downs and Evendom. She was to answer the call of Fornos and support if ever needed. The need and the call did come, but support did not. Osthern abandoned Fornos. For that, although those who served within were cursed, branded as oathbreakers, and left to stand their post until they redeemed themselves. The time for redemption has come, and we are going to deliver it. I have devised a couple of plans for doing this. I do not know if any will succeed, but I believe they are all worth trying. So, now he's going to give us 3 more quests. Payment of an ancient debt.
Stay a moment.
I have spent many days observing the spirits within Osthern. They move as if they are still on patrol, walking the walls and paths, seeking out the enemy. Many times they have found one. Tomb robbers have tried to ransack Osthern, correctly presuming the ruins of the fortress hold valuables. They have not accomplished much, though. They fear the spirits and try to avoid them, for when the spirits find them, they do attack, and the robbers lose more than win. The robbers within the ruins present 2 problems. They are slowly carting off our legacy, and they are not allowing the spirits to be at rest. I wish you to drive the tomb raiders out. We shall see if that helps to quiet the ruins. Alright, so first thing we need to do is kill some tomb robbers.
Stay a moment.
When Fornos and sent forth the call, Osthern did not answer. She remained dormant, allowing the fortress of the North Downs to fall to the enemy. That decision rested solely with its commander. He has paid dearly for his decision that day. His spirit stands before the doorway into Ostern, ever watchful of all around. He has never been allowed to stop or rest. The more I watch him, the more I pity him, punished for eternity for a decision made in a moment ages ago. I feel he has paid his due and wish to end his penance. For this to be done, I believe that he must share in the fate that Fornos suffered on that dire day. He must taste the pain of the defeat himself. So we need to defeat the commander. And
Could I speak with you a moment?
all of the soldiers who served at Ostern signed documents that swore their allegiance in service to the North Kingdom. To truly honor that, they would have gone to defend Fornos when it was besieged. Most of the soldiers at Ostern were cursed due to nothing of their own doing. It is a difficult position to be in as a soldier. Do you follow the orders of your commander, even when you know they are wrong? Can you blame a soldier for doing so? They still carried the writs of honor after all these years. Gather them from the spirits and return them to me. Perhaps I can find a way to consider them honored and release them from their torment. Alright. So we have all sorts of things. We had to defeat bats and barghasts and tomb raiders, and we have to gather things from these spirits and kill their commander, or I guess put him at rest. Oh, I forgot the bats have the ability to stun us briefly. We have gotten 2 writs of honor so far. That's good. Oh, there's a barghest. We need them too. And it looks like we only have to kill 6 of them. And at some point we're going to have to go over here and look at these, but I don't remember what quest chain that is. Oh, we're almost done with bats. Very good. Alright, so we've defeated all the bats we need. I'm sure we'll run into a few more. Now, this series of quests is a little more challenging at level. I won't lie. It's not the hardest, but it's definitely not the easiest to do at level. Because you have all these different mobs to kill. But it is rather fun. Okay, so I only need one more barghest. I see one right over there. There, that one's done. Alright, so we have tomb raiders in here. We have Rit, and we have a commander. There's our oath-breaking commander. So we might as well take care of him while we're at it, too. And that's done. Oh, look, we have two fine fellows here robbing the ruins. And we'll go ahead and grab this and see if we get anything good. We got some sapphires and some silver. Well, we're almost done with the robbers. I don't think we can walk through rocks, dear. We must walk around them. Nothing back here. Oh, well, maybe I was wrong. There was one something back here. Two of them. Very nice. Okay. And we need two more tomb robbers. I see at least one right there. Ah, there's two of them. Good. And we have defeated the requisite number of tomb robbers. So we just need a few more spirits to recover their writs. So they can be freed from their eternal damnation. You did not shoot very well, dear. Yeah, that went right past me. Like, zoom way far off target. Oh, we have... I see another... Oh, I have a bar guest. Hello, doggy. Go to sleep. Alright, so we have all of our writs. We have our bar guest. We have our bats. We have our brigands. We have our Oathbreaker commander. So... And you know what? I forgot to change out of my nice finery, which I got at the end of the festival. I got her the holly dress and the mantle to go with it and the matching horse, which I'm still not 100% fond of, but, well, it matches the outfit. However, we should not be running around in our finery, so we are going to change back into our fighting outfit. And if you look up there at that little bit of ruins is where we're headed. That is where our friend is camped out at. I guess it does provide a little bit of shelter. Maybe even he can go inside here. I don't know. Probably not. From the looks of things, it hasn't been opened in a while. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, boxes. Excuse me, sir. I have done what you asked.
What do you need?
For being as old as they are, the spirits have kept these writs in amazing shape. I can read every letter of the contract. Now to see if I can find a way to honor them.
How can I be of service?
I sensed the commander leave this place not long ago. I believe he has finally found peace after all these long years. I thank you for delivering it to him.
What can I do for you?
Good. With those robbers out of the ruins, we shall see if the spirits calm.
What do you need?
It will take a few days for everything at Osthern to settle down. When things of this power and nature are stirred, they do not immediately calm. I will watch the progress and report back if we were successful.
Might I take a moment?
You
of your
should
time?
return to Tenadir and speak with Archalway. He will be pleased to hear about our progress here at Osthern. If I am correct, with the issue here resolved, the Twilight Fields are silent for the first night in a very long time. Okay, so we have finished here for the moment. But like I said, at some point I do believe we're going to have a quest chain that's going to go to those gravestones that I pointed out. And we'll grab this rich iron, because why not? We can sell it for a little coin. See, did I get anything? Oh, we got 2 well-kept mathams and a regular matham. Let's see where we are on the... Oh, wait. We have Tomb Raider sashes. Alright, let's see how well we're doing on our reps. Shall we? We'll go over here and go to Reputation. Matham Society, we are still working our way to Ally. Well, we're getting closer. Wardens of Illuminus, we are working our way towards Ally 2. And not doing too bad so far. Very good. Well, hello, dear. How are you today? You're very pretty. I have a baby, dear. Would you like her? You could take care of her for me. Can you imagine what these ruins would have looked like if when they were brand new and people actually lived and worked and played in them? Very impressive. This would have definitely been a very, very impressive area. Now, while we're out down here, we had a quest, Spy from the Heights. And what was the other one we wanted? I don't know what the other one was, but this one is up in here. Wait. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. So we're going to go look for it real quick while we're thinking about it. And I'm sure we'll run into a few brigands and they can chase us. Because, you know, I don't think there's any human in existence that's faster than a horse. Another deer. A wolfie. Brigand. Some rich iron. A nice view of Tenadir. And past that to the castle. And a little bit of Illuminus. Yeah, this place was spectacular at one point. There's a bear. Another wolf. Hi, wolf. Don't mind me. Just passing through. And another bear. Which I think we're gonna have quests that tend with bears. And oh, wargs. Hi, wargs. How are you doing? Now Now, are we going the right way? I think we are. Another bear. Hiding warg. And a lot of mobs over here. Can we go up this way? We can. Woohoo! So I think our guy we have to kill is up here somewhere. And that is Jake Grimshaw. So we should probably get off our horse if we're going to be fighting things. No, I didn't say get on your horse. I said get off of it. Alright. And where are we? Oh, I don't think we have anybody else right here. Did somebody already pass through? It's possible. I mean, I've seen at least 2 other people doing quests in this area. Another robber. We're gonna kill you from right here. We'll let you come up. More robbers. He ran away. Alright, so I'm pretty sure our Jake Grimshaw is supposed to be around here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hi, I've been looking for you. I'm sorry, but the ranger sent me with a message. Okay, keep your nose and your eyeballs out of their business. Thank you very much. And now we can head back. Wow, what a view. Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We gotta get a screenshot of that. Very, very impressive. Okay. I got my screenshots. Now. I don't think we want to jump down that. Well, maybe. Let's get on a horse first. We're gonna get on a nice sturdy elk. That doesn't mean we won't die regardless, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? Oh, we didn't die. We did crack. That's okay. How long do we have? That was, actually not too bad a crack. And of course, there's the ruins that the Angmarm are hanging out at. Which we can go in here and use those for deeds. Wonder how many. Let's see, Eriador, Trollshaws, Misty Mountains, Lone Lands, Garluan, Evendom. Ruins we have found. Nice. 6 of the 8 ruins already. Markers. We found 3 markers. We've made Warden of Evendom, and we're actually very, very close to making the next part of that. We have goblins. We have Angmarm. We have Kergrim, which are those big swamp creature looking things. Limphrim are the balls of floaty light. Salamanders, which we'll see plenty of. And tomb raiders, which we're already in advanced on. Okay, very good. Moving right along. Let's turn some quests to end. And we're gonna just get right off the horse here.
How can I be of service?
You return, and in victory, I confess that I did not fully expect either of those tidings. There is more work to be done.
Stay a moment.
It is not yet enough. I need you to show me that you hold the history of the Dunedain as important as I or Astwil. If Calenglad does decide to help you, I will not be held responsible if you turn to plunder. In Porthadwil, just north of the road that runs to the fields of Fornos, there is a small graveyard called Gorthost. The names, birth dates, and death dates listed on the stones there have not been recorded. Take this charcoal and this parchment, and make rubbings of the graves at Gorthost. Beware the bats and barghests that are sure to prowl nearby. Gorthost is by a collapsed wall north of the ruins of Osthern, and also north of the road. If you return from this errand, our ancestral records will be more complete, and you may have proved your worth to me. Perhaps. I knew that there was going to be a quest for those. I didn't know it was going to be from Mr. Doubter there. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
What can I do for you?
Grimshaw's no more. This is excellent news, and I begin to believe your tale. It is not yet enough, I am afraid, but perhaps you are telling the truth. If you succeed at my next errand, I will be free of doubt. Of course, Mr. Dowdy McDowdypants.
Would you do
While
something
you
for
were
me?
confronting Jabe Grimshaw in Turn Fornesh, a ranger named Pentaskel sent word of many Bogarts advancing towards the ruins of House Brumbar. Brumbar was a Dunedain line of no small importance before the abandonment of Anuminus, and we must keep the grounds of that ancient manor safe from treasure seekers, though the buildings are mostly gone. Pentaskel did not seem overly concerned about the band of Bogarts, but I would be put more at ease if you stood with him. The creatures are cowardly, but in great numbers, even the weakest of foes can pose a threat. The ruins of House Brumbar are north and east of Tenadir and Pathadwil. Cross the bridge to the mainland and follow the shore northward. Brumbar is little more than crumbling walls now, but we cannot allow the Bogarts to befoul its memory. And I remember where that is because I was looking for that quest earlier and couldn't find it.
What can I do for you?
Tarogathir speaks the truth. The tomb robbers that plague Evandom must be fought. I cannot spare any man for the fields of Fornos unless the situation become more grave. It would need to be dire indeed for me to abandon Anuminus to the tomb raiders. Okay, so we've finished that one. Now we need to go talk to Archelway.
What can I do for
Osthern
you?
is silent and the fields are peaceful. This is a great day and one that would be celebrated were there not so much more to do. Anuminus, the Way of Kings, the Eve Spires, all are in need of our aid. Our inaction here for so long has left a great deal to do. First, however, we must look north. Look to the north and Osfarad. And we'll take the Osfarad stuff a little bit later. So now, we're going to go take care of these two things that Mr. Doubter and Mr. Dowdy McDowdypants want us to do, which is to help one ranger fight off some Bogarts and go take some grave rubbings. Which is actually something I've heard people do in real life. They take rubbings of old gravestones, especially if it's like, I guess, ancient relatives or something. Or if they find some little old family graveyard that's been, I guess, left to time. Because it does happen if family line dies out, or all the family has moved away and the family graveyard is just kind of left. And I guess the only way that that family graveyard ever is remembered is through the kindness or morbid curiosity of strangers. Alright, and here's our friend Pantascal.
Greetings.
Nathman has sent you to me. I do not think I will have need of your assistance, but I know better than to refuse help earnestly offered. These Bogarts are weak, but their great numbers give them courage. The courage is misplaced, for we will turn them aside from House Brimbar with ease. Make yourself ready. And here come some Bogarts. You need some help with that one. Do not relax yet. More Bogarts approach. I think that's the last of them. Return to Nathman with these tidings. Alright, so we're finished that one. And now we are headed up to make our grave rubbings. Yeah, there's quite a bit of back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It gets worse when you have to swim across stuff. So where are we at? Okay, we need to go that way. That is really nice. That would have been a great meeting place as well as being a marker for the crossroads. Which way am I going? Am I going this way? Yes, I think I am. Alright. So, for those of you who've watched a few of my videos, you know that I have a Redbubble shop. Well, now the Redbubble shop has split. And in fact, by the time I'm done, there's going to be 3 of them. 2 of them at the moment are up and running. So, we have Palmer Muses still. But the focus is now on inspirational and motivational quote designs. And those quotes are generally taken from the Bible, Stoic philosophy, and other sources. So if you're interested in such designs, well, I will leave a link in the description box. The other shop is called Miss Bella Creates. And if you're wondering where those cute little illustrations I draw went, that's where they are. So, I will leave a description for Miss Bella Creates in the box as well. Okay, that's one rubbing. Oh, and I'm sorry, excuse me. Do you mind? I was busy. Oh, I know what it is. When you take a rubbing, you get mobs that show up. Well, this is fun. Alright, so give ourselves a quick healing for the next round. You know what? We might as well go ahead and get the other one. Alright, good. Let's get these taken care of. Oh, would you stop it? Okay. So that's done. Get on our horse and head back to Tinadir. Very, very easy. Now, I have to admit, that quest is easy even at level. You just have to be prepared for facing mobs every time you take a rubbing. The kitten is playing with her ball right now. Yes, the kitten has her very own ball. I'm going to have to find a replacement for it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find one easily. I've looked. It's not a normal rubber ball or anything. It has... looks like it's a bunch of interconnected rubber stars. So it's got all these pointies. And she absolutely loves it. I was actually going to throw it away because none of the cats ever wanted to play with it. But she adores it to the point where she will actually fetch it and bring it back to you for you to throw it for her again. That's how much this cat loves that ball. So I am, like I said, going to have to find one so that when it inevitably gets lost, I have a replacement. Bunny, hi Bunny. You're so cute. Little field hare. Isn't it so tiny and cute? We're going to have to start the Bingo Baggins quest soon. So we can get a bunny that looks very similar to that. And speaking of bunnies, we got a white hare at the Yule Festival. And you've seen the Princess Bunny. I've shown you that. And the white hare is pretty much very similar to the Princess Bunny, only minus the princess finery. So it doesn't have the Yule crown or the floaty snowflakes around it. It's just a little white bunny. Where do I have ports to now? I have a port to the Hall of Vernozel. That's for Gundabad missions. Karas Galathon, which I have never tried to use. The Glassblowers camp in Evendom, which we can change to here. That would probably be useful. Now it's to Tinadir. We have one for Oscaruth, which was given to us in friendship by the Eglain, and we have one for Bree, which was, of course, given to us in friendship by the Men of Bree. So we actually have several places we can travel to instantly. Beam me up, Scotty.
What can I do for you?
You have returned. I must applaud you and apologize at the same time. I still did not believe you were trustworthy. These are dark days, and the Dunedain cannot afford to trust so easily. But you have proven yourself to me many times over. I will tell Calenglad that your errand must not be hindered. Do not think less of me. The Dunedain have not survived through the long years by having an abundance of trust. Alright, so he says I now have his thumbs up of approval. And it looks like, who do we have to talk to now? That's the grave robbings. What's this one? Oh, okay. Okay, and we're going to take a quick break. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to talk to Fortune first.
What do you need?
Very good. These rubbings are clear and easy to read, and the information will be most helpful in piecing together some gaps in the histories. Go across the way to the bookshelf containing our lineage and place these grave rubbings on the right shelf. Come back and speak to me when you have done this. Because you couldn't have done this yourself, right? Alright. So I put them on the bookcase for you.
What do you need?
Thank you for your efforts. For my part, I believe that you have been sent by Aragorn, and I hope that Calenglad will help you with due haste. I will tell him that you are not a tomb robber, and that your assistance has been of great help to me. Woohoo, thank you. And what did we just do? Let's see. What did we just do? We have completed a deed, and we have become a Warden of Evendom. And we have received a new deed. And that deed is to become... Oh, to do all the deeds of Evendom. So we need to do Explorer and Slayer. Alright. And we got 15 LOTRO points. Woohoo! Alright.
Could I speak with you a
That
moment?
boy over there, Kelsey is his name, I believe, showed up in camp recently and has been lurking around. I am not sure if he is perhaps scouting us to see what of value he can make off with, but I do not trust him. Do me a favor, approach him and converse with him. Perhaps you can discover his motive. This boy is like a full-grown adult here. I mean, the dude's got a beard and everything. I have come to this camp to enlist the aid of the Rangers with the problems that face my people, but these men seem so distrustful. It's almost as if they think Osferad is full of tomb robbers. Certainly times are hard, and some of my people have turned to plunder, but there are far more decent people at my home than the unsavory sort these Rangers fear. Dude, it's called communication. You should try walking over there and talking to the kid.
What can I do?
It pains me to admit that the boy is not wrong. My very impression of him proved that just now. He comes asking for our help, something we used to openly give and all. And we watch from the distance in shadows, distrustful and on guard. Today we shall end that. We once had an agreement in place with the people of Osferad. They would watch the northern lands and protect the roads from Forest Shell. In return, we would supply them and see they were taken care of. We have both lapsed in our parts of the agreement. Tell Kelsey that the Rangers will uphold their portion of the agreement and will help Osferad. He may not know what that means, but I suspect he will direct you to see someone who does.
What do you need?
They said they would help. This is a marvelous news to me. But words are not of much value. The winter is coming, and the winds from Forest Shell are cold this year. There's much to do in Osferad. There are some rewarding bounties posted, and an adventure of your skill could well find yourself gainfully employed in no time. Just cross the bridge back to the mainland, then follow the road to the crossroads. Once you reach it, take the northward road up into Turn Fernesh, and you'll see Osferad in no time. One of the arbiters, Basil Gummidge, will be pleased to see you and hear of your news from the Rangers. Alright, so that one is going to also take us to Osferad, which we're not going to just yet. Calenglad. I have, the proof you requested that I'm not some robber.
Greetings.
I have heard from my brethren, and they are satisfied that you are who you say you are. I apologize for my mistrust, but you cannot be too careful of strangers in these dark days, no matter whose letters they claim to carry. I will help you acquire the slither from my lord Aragorn, but the power to do so does not lie with me. I must journey to speak with Gwendeth, and I think it best that I alone make this journey.
What do you need?
Many years have passed since I first beheld Gwendeth, the Blue Lady of Ninwheel, but on that day I resolved to do anything in my power to preserve her peace and the safety of the lake she loved. My duties here are twofold. Oath folds in on oath. For I swore to Aragorn in his youth the vow I swore to his father, to uphold the line of Elendil using all my strength. The protection of Gwendeth and Lake Ninwheel also serves the oath, for Gwendeth is the protector of the Slithar. Long has she maintained the flood that keeps the stone safe from robbers and plunderers. True-hearted she is, but slow to trust. She shares that in common with the Dunedain. I must speak with her alone, but the work of keeping Evanham safe will not stand for the delay caused by my journey to her home. I would have you travel northward to Osfarad in Turn Fornesh and offer your aid to a friend of the ranger, Robin Dunkley. He is our ally against those that would plunder Numinous. I will send word to Robin when I have returned from my meeting with Gwendeth. So, another quest to go to Osfarad that we will not be taking at this moment, because there are other quests here we can do. And we are now going to go talk to that one guy that was hanging out by the lake who wanted us to go to that island I pointed out earlier. Look at all these people here. Rangers. Got some Dunedain here. We got... wonder... we have a lot of coins now.
What do you need?
What can we get with those coins? Can we get anything? Oh, no, we need higher standing. Okay. Ugh. Okay. This gentleman here. Calatherdir. Calatherdir?
Would you do something for me?
Have you seen the creatures called salamanders? They are rather akin to worms, but seem to me to be an entirely new breed of creature. We have not seen them in Evandom until recently, when Tyl Ruinen, the island on the west side of the lake, became infested with the creatures. At night, the island seems to be burning with the flames of these strange beasts. A number of salamanders have also been seen in the Brandolf, south and east of Tenadir. Could it be that the creatures are spreading? Venture to Tyl Ruinen, if you are willing, and discover the source of the plague of salamanders. There is a ruin to the center of the island called Tolabel. Perhaps some clue to the origin of the salamanders may be found there. Alright, so, now, we could do this one of two ways. If you were, not VIP, you would have to do it by swimming. If you are VIP like I am, there is a boat dock that actually takes you there, and we're going to actually time the swimming. So it is okay. All right. So yeah, that over there is the island we're headed to with the nice ruins. And off to the side, and you can barely see it, it's like barely a dot right now, but there is the boat dock that we would usually go to by taking that boat stable, and then we would just cross here. We're doing it this way just so we can see how long it does take, and this is a short swim. So it's been about a minute so far. And I guess what? We're about halfway? Maybe about halfway there? So it's going to be my guess that it's going to take close to a minute and a half, 2 minutes to swim. And it definitely is one of those things you could get up, run to the kitchen, grab you a glass of water. Not a long enough swim to go make a coffee or a sandwich or anything, but definitely if you need it to run and do something really quick, this would be the perfect opportunity to do so. And there is another island off in the distance there, and we'll eventually pass by it because we have to do some swimming later. But we're going to be passing by it because there's a couple of things we want to go look at there. And oh, we're at 2 minutes. We're still not there yet. Well, this might actually be a slightly longer swim than I thought it was. You actually might have time to at least make a Cup of instant coffee, if you microwave the water. Definitely have enough time to get that water if you just want water. Grab a bag of chips. Or go run to the bathroom. Maybe even read a couple emails. And this is why we call it Everswim. The water texture looks nice. Always has. Now, waterfalls didn't always look so nice, but they have improved over time. The splash effect is definitely better than it used to be. So occasionally they do update certain graphics. They upgrade the physics of them. And they make them look appropriate. And we're at least 3 minutes now. Maybe even 3.5. That ruin. At some point we're going to head up to Numinous, and I can't remember, but I think I'm going to have to actually start leveling her up to go in there. So Numinous itself may be something that I save for after Trollshaws, because I don't want to level her up until, well, I'm into the, I don't want to start leveling her up again until I'm into the Trollshaws, and it's necessary to do so. But I'm pretty sure I need to level her up to be able to do stuff in Numinous. So yeah, I think we're going to do pretty much everything around Evendom, except we're going to avoid anything that requires going into Numinous. Which I know sounds like it breaks my rule that I have to do all quests in an area before I move on. But if I'm not high enough level to do some quests, then probably wouldn't be a good idea to do them. And you can see we have a bunch of salamanders hanging out there. So we want to go around this way. And we're going to run into a lot of salamanders because, well, they're all over this island. They are nice and entrenched here. We're going to get on a horse. And we're going to head on over this way. Probably aggro a thing or two on the way, like I said. We have a salamander chasing us. Even a salamander can't keep up with a horse, though. Some nice ruins here. And, oh look, we have a couple of gentlemen to talk to. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, look, I had a couple of them follow me. Good, very good. Okay. And let me introduce you to this fine fella here. This is Humfrey Rumming.
I don't
Salamanders?
know anything, I'm
Why
sure.
would you ask me about salamanders? Me, of all people. Why should a poor wandering lore master like Humfrey Rumming know anything of them? Why, I don't even know what a salamander is. Never heard of them before. Ha! Got you there. You thought the whole thing was Humfrey Rumming's fault, didn't you? Didn't you? But now you know. I know nothing. Nothing at all. Not about salamanders. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Who would say such a thing? Humfrey Rumming's a great lore master, you know. I know all the lore there is, so I must know something about salamanders, but what? That's the question. And a good question it is, too. Dude, you are weird.
Will you help me?
Yes, yes, naturally I know all about the salamanders. I'm a great lore master, am I not? Or am I? Ha! A little joke there. Of course I am. All the wise know the name of Humfrey Rumming, but I cannot divulge the great secrets of lore to just anyone, can I? No, 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 no. Not at all. And how can Humfrey Rumming tell if you are worthy? How indeed. Let's try a bit of a challenge, shall we? I have hidden a number of chests all about the island. One of them contains the answer to my riddle. Take the key, but beware, it can only be used once. Here's the riddle. Fluttering shreds, rent from the fabric of night, fell shrieking beasts that shun the sun's light. Dwelling in darkness, they fly hidden from sight. Clouds obscure the stars when first they take flight. It's not easy, is it? Oh no, but if you explore the island from top to bottom, and from bottom to top, you are sure to find the solution. So, we have to solve his riddle. And, well, that one is a pretty easy riddle, because it describes a creature that flies, that is awake during the night, and flies in great numbers. Hence, it's a bat. So we are looking for the marker with the bat on it.
Stay a moment.
I know Humphrey thinks that this is all manageable, but the situation has become dire. This should be clear to anyone. We need to reduce the number of salamanders roaming around here. Indeed, they are evil breed of draconic nature. Very little of the natural fauna remains. A few turtles on the northern shore, and that is all. The salamanders have nearly devastated everything else. Grant me a favor and drive off a few of the beasts. Hopefully that will reduce their numbers enough to allow the natural fauna to return. So he wants me to kill some salamanders. And so, now we have 2 new quests here on this fine island full of beautiful ruins and, well, lots of not so great critters. And we will be continuing these quests next time. But until then, bye for now.